the Fabled's character name?
Eskel
Brian.
Ona.
Say that again.
Which chat are we using?
Magnes Adventure Guild.
Magnes.
Okay. I typed it.
I think that's racist.
Well,
Eskil Ona.
Gonna be able to crack open this truly without ripping off my nails? We're gonna see. That's the single most young adult female thing I've ever said.
I'm proud of you. I don't know if you can hear my applause.
I can. Very gratifying. Like this hard cider this hard seltzer that kind of tastes like cough syrup, but not enough for me to stop drinking it.
Wow, would stop drinking cough syrup.
It's called a
That's right.
flavor shot.
Right, it's that night of the week where I play D&D, and I drink, then I watch a historical documentary. Sunday nights at the Grey Household are pretty wild, you guys.
Nice.
It's even in the name, the Grey Household.
Right? Quite a neutral bunch.
So you want to play some D&D?
Yes.
Sure, Tim.
I would
Hooray!
like to play some Dungeons and Dragons.
Hee Dungo Dragons. Last week Brian wasn't here.
Embarrassing.
Brad didn't know who to yell at. It was a very frightening ordeal for everyone.
He gave us things, it was great.
Oh yeah, that's right. Brad, you guys all went shopping. Brad bought some stuff. Allie maybe got swindled, maybe swindled something. Who knows?
We'll find out.
She ended up with a thing. And then you guys came back to the mansion. Brad hired a manager for your B&B that you're making, I guess.
Gotta make money
and-
somehow.
Man.
I guess.
That's the only way.
It's
I
the
missed my
only way.
opportunity to spend
You should call it LCP BNB. Just saying.
Wow.
I loved that one.
We left off with you guys heading to Magnes. And you were going to meet the Duke because he had sent some word to talk to you guys, but you were away and no one knew where you were. So
Man, fuck the Duke. Why are we
And
even
then we
still interacting with him?
Because there's a marriage in the future, Brian. It's very important to my character development.
I thought that was super called off.
Oh, well, it's complicated. That's what it says in our Facebook profile.
I mean, she hasn't burned him down yet, so nothing's set in stone. So yeah, you guys were pulling into the city of Magnes.
Did we already meet with the Duke? He gave us a quest.
Did you?
Yeah, we're
Did
going
he?
to talk to dwarves or something.
Fuck, I don't remember that at all.
Yeah,
Yes, we
Billy
had
face
already met the
planted,
Duke.
Like
I did.
head banged against the cement floor. It was great.
Oh,
I do
man.
remember that.
Did I miss another blackout, Eric?
I think I was just really tired. And...
Might have been.
And then we decided to go south, not to where the hags are.
Right.
Not where those hags are.
Also, the Duke gave us 100,000 gold pieces to fund our business ventures. Obviously.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Bandit. Ambush. Sorry, I just had to make sure my notes were right for the future.
Yeah, no
um,
Tim's just lying on the ground dead. We haven't heard from him at all this entire session. He's finally ended it. Oh, great. Good. This is good.
Who did it? I feel like maybe I wasn't the cause of this one.
Wouldn't you
Honestly,
all
I've
like
just given up at this point, and I'm just working on creating the outline for how to make a character in the next game thing that I'm doing. So you guys can carry on. I don't really give a shit. I got
Awesome.
nothing to do. I'm pretty stoned. I'm good.
Finally. We finally defeated the big bad.
Oh, go fuck yourself, Brian. You fucking naughty ass motherfucker.
You do care.
God, just fuck
I just
already.
don't like it when you talk to me like that.
Tim really is going to die someday, and I'm going to walk in the room and say something, and he's going to be like, God damn it, Brian!
Unlike the rest of us, Tim will actually die someday. Yes.
Yeah, I was gonna say, hold up.
I wish that you guys would share the secret of immortality with me, but I guess it's cool.
Yeah, stay
You know,
nice,
I'm
Tim.
the only one with kids.
Tim, it has
That's
to
the
do with
thing.
that portal to the Forgotten Realms I'm working on.
If anything, we're doing you a favor.
We offered you the secret to immortality, but we only take electrums.
Jesus fucking Christ.
this has been a successful session in my book.
Aubrey, what is in that cough syrup?
Meth.
Nothing.
This is what it takes for her to sit through a whole World War II documentary.
So-
bad.
A bottle of cough syrup, a handle of cough syrup.
Oh no! Brian was treated to like a series of weirdly historical snaps last week.
Millions died on this battlefield.
I do not sound like that.
We all knew who he was imitating.
Oh fuck.
I'm not the Wicked Witch of the West.
Wicked Witch of the West Virginia, maybe.
Okay. Don't bring my fate into this. At least we use real time, all right?
Thank God there's no delay.
Time isn't real time.
No, Central Standard Time doesn't exist.
I knew my
There you
life
go
was a
with
lie.
your-
This is confirmation.
There you go with your bird theories again.
No, listen.
Um, okay, so
Okay,
you guys
let's
are
play D&D.
you guys are exiting the Duke's Manor then. And you notice that the streets of Magnes seem very busy today. Tim, just leave. Bye, Tim. Um, excuse me.
No.
So you notice the streets of Magna are really crowded today, and it seems like there's like a full on bazaar happening with just ramshackle booths set up everywhere, and carts that people are just slinging wares out of. Um, and the first cart that really catches your eye is it's a small cart that a tiefling is uh, selling a collection of potions at.
Ooh, can I go see what the potions are?
Legally, yes.
Legally, yes.
Sorry, I cut my finger.
On what?
The D4s, they're super sharp, man.
I guess.
Oh my god, there's blood everywhere. Oh no.
Like in Step Brothers, where it's literally a scratch.
So yeah, you walk up to this potion, and Zach, you want to describe your character?
Yeah, so I am a tiefling, about 6 foot tall. Horns go up above, like just above my headline and sweep back to about the back of my head where they curl up slightly. My horns are black, my hair is silvery, my eyes are deep red, my skin is deep, almost plum purple. Teeth oddly straight and white, considering the times that the setting is in. And I am, for all intents and purposes, an alchemist.
Nice intro. We're not hiring.
But we might need some potions. Could-
Potions, yes,
Probably
yes.
not. They look suspect.
To be fair, you mean we don't look suspect? Come on.
The lady
We're
who
the good kind of suspect. That's the bad kind of suspect. Thank you.
Is it because he's a tiefling, Bradley?
What if it is?
I'd like to see your potions.
Yes, what kind of potions might you require?
What have you got?
A little bit of this, a bit of that. I can make things on demand, though more peculiar items might take some time, and things that require expensive ingredients may need those ingredients provided by that who is requiring.
Are these drinks free for guild members?
I'm sorry, I'm not associated with any guild here.
Oh.
Thiefling?
Spot the lie. Can't.
How much is this blue one?
That. Well, normally this would go for around 50 gold, but since you're the first few to come towards my cart, I'll give it to you for 42. Peculiar number, I'm aware, but I have my methods.
I don't have any gold. All I have are electrums.
Well, can you get that exchanged?
I can give you this seashell.
You certainly could. And I cannot give you this potion.
I know what.
But that is a very nice shell.
Since we're
Where
no
did you
longer-
find this shell?
Oh, that was from our mansion.
A mansion, you say? You have a mansion and no gold. Peculiar.
We don't have a mansion. Laundry. Keep your mouth shut.
Laundry? Is his name Laundry?
Yes, it is.
Peculiar. Well, Laundry, since you're my first customer of the day, and I do like that seashell, I suppose I might be able to cut you a deal. That seashell and, let's say, how many electrum do you have, or is that just a joke?
360.
That is a considerable. Who carries that much? You know. I've learned that sometimes it's better to not ask questions, so I won't. But how about 10 electrum for the fine man paying with the seashell as well? Yes,
Here you
of
go.
course.
I slap it on
Thank
his
you.
counter. Then I take the blue drink and I down it.
And he downs. Oh, where's that list that? Oh, it's right there. All right. You just drank a potion of clairvoyance, so you have
Ooh.
the clairvoyance spell.
Is there an amount of time?
The duration is for 10 minutes. The casting time is also 10 minutes. Do you need the definition of the spell?
I can grab it. I just wanted to confirm.
Okay.
In 10 minutes, I won't have this ability anymore, right?
Correct.
Are we
I'm just
quite
gonna-
done? We have work to do.
So I think while this is going on, Allie's also perusing the potions there, and Allie's this disheveled, scraggly-looking little half-elf, and with a cat that's sitting on top of her head, and she picks up a few vials and she settles on a green one. She swirls it around a little bit, and then she steps in front of Laundry and looks up at you, Mr. Tiefling, and with a wide smile, she holds out the potion and says, "What'll you give me for this?"
That is a standard potion of healing that runs for about 50 gold. But again, since you are my first customers, I'll give it
Oh,
to
no,
you.
that's fine. I'll take 50 gold for it. And she holds out the potion towards you and then holds out her other hand.
I see what you meant. I believe we have a misunderstanding, unfortunately. It costs 50 gold that you must give to me for you to have that potion, my dear.
Why would I pay you to take a potion off of me?
That's not one of mine.
No. That'd be ridiculous.
Allie, are you stealing from the good gentleman?
No, if I was stealing from him, he wouldn't even notice. I'm not a bad thief. This is legitimate business, Bradley.
Allie?
You hate me having money for some reason.
No, we have work to do, Allie.
She
And
looks
swindling the nice gentleman is not part of the job.
fine. You can have it for 25 gold pieces.
Allie, give him back his potion.
She
I
sets
just
the potion
kinda-
down.
Okay, I was gonna say, I just kind of look at you with one eyebrow raised, like, you gonna listen to him?
She sets the potion down and crosses her arms and mutters something about Bradley never letting her have any fun.
Thank you kindly, sir.
You
What?
know, that was delicious. You should come with us in case I want to buy another later.
Who? We are not hiring Laundry. Did you not hear me when we started this transaction?
Technically, you can't stop us from hiring independent contractors outside of the company.
Plus, this horny person
Well,
comes
only
with
if
their
he
own
gets
drinks.
one of your shares in percentages. That's the only way that I'll accept it.
I'm sorry. What did you say? I didn't understand any of that. Please repeat yourself because I really didn't hear you.
He must take a cut of your shares. Mine would
Okay.
not be getting any smaller.
Okay. No, I don't
That's
value
not
money.
what I
That has no
expected,
sway over
Billy.
me.
Very, very well, Bradley.
Also, Billy, you must pull his cart for him.
Okay. That's not a hard thing to do. Just
You
a
also
cart.
must sleep in a hole for the rest of eternity.
In a hole? Can the hole be in a tree?
No, why would you put a hole in a tree? Holes
I
are in the
sleep in it.
ground.
Well, that just goes against the definition of a hole. The definition of a hole is technically just, an open space. It could be anywhere.
Listen, Billy. Here's the problem that we run into. We've already rented out rooms for the bed and breakfast, and so we don't have enough rooms left over to give to anyone else at a place that could possibly be a mansion, but definitely is not one, if any prying ears are listening, because we definitely do not have a mansion.
I'm sure we can figure something out. Wink.
Eskel's face is just confused as all hell.
Don't worry, Eskel, I'm handling this. Don't worry, sir. I'm sorry, I don't know your name.
My name is Eskel. Perhaps you've heard of me. I am an alchemist extraordinaire.
Eskel... What?
Ona.
Eskel... Eskel Ona.
O-N-A. Yes.
You seem like a very interesting person. This group is pretty much a curation of interesting people.
Well,
It is not. It is a group that goes adventuring. We are Laundry Sucks. That's a terrible name Magni Adventuring gives.
You say that you think that we can't use a potion maker?
I'm
Adventuring guild?
saying that it wasn't my idea, therefore it is a bad one.
Oh, he can stay in the secret dungeon beneath our mansion.
What are you talking about, Ali? There is no such thing.
Oh, I'm sorry. Wink wonk.
sir, your friends here seem to be very mistaken about both the house you don't have and what isn't under it. Are they all right?
They're very sick in the head. I'm actually their caretaker. We're out on sort of a jaunt. I have to be getting them back to the asylum, yes?
There's an asylum here.
Very nearby, but also quite far away.
That's very peculiar as far as distances are concerned.
I know distances are funny how they work like that. Anyway, have a great rest of your day. We have to be going, yes? Hip hip and cheerio and all that, quite.
I did end up hiring. I am interested in hiring you as an independent contractor.
Listen to her manic state just shouting things about.
Well, what would my payment be exactly if I were to accept this contract?
How do you feel
Yes,
about cookies?
how many bird corpses and cookies are you going to pay this man in?
Excuse me, I would never give anyone corpses. I would give them live birds. There's no value in a corpse. They start to decay really quick.
To be fair, I don't have much use for a bird either, and I sort of just snap my finger, and this little sort of mechanical-looking falcon flies out of my cart and lands on one of my horns, and you notice that where its heart would be is an emerald.
Lee
Wow.
is fucking spellbound. She turns to Bradley and just goes, "Please let him come with us."
That's so cool. You have horns.
Yes, I do have horns, and I turn ever so slightly and look, even a tail.
I wish I had horns and a tail. Can you teach me how to get those?
There might be a potion for that.
Oh,
All
Bradley,
right,
can we
Billy.
keep them?
Here's the deal. We can keep him, but you have to sleep in the shed now, Allie.
I
We
know,
have a
Bradley.
shed?
Bradley, you could pay him with these fancy drinks that he has.
Absolutely. That's a great idea, Laundry. But he already makes them and has them, you moron. Anyway. So what we're
Yes.
going to do is
Oh.
Billy is going to give this man birds or whatever it is that she is talking about, and I won't have to deal with him ever.
I mean, if that is what pleases you, sir, I suppose. Although if you do ever need potions, I am more than capable of making the finest you'll find.
Right.
And-
Well,
And also
give the
these
man
drinks.
his birds, Billy.
Okay, here you go. She will go into her pocket and she will take out. she doesn't really know how many, so she'll just grab like some gold out of her pocket, probably a handful, so probably 7 or 8. She goes, consider this payment before your birds because it takes me an hour to cast a bird. And I really like that bird. So as soon as I can figure out how to get birds, as soon as we're like in a forest or something, I'll get you birds. But until then, here's some gold.
I just
Gold and bird are the same price, right?
yes, if of course.
There you go.
I just sort of slowly reach for the gold, like, what am I getting myself into?
Don't worry about it.
Worry? Me? No, of course. What? No. I'm fine. Wonderful, in fact.
Okay, so you now have 7 more gold. And no, that wasn't just an elaborate ploy to take me from 107 to exactly 100 gold.
Thank goodness for that. I was wondering the whole time.
I'm happy to have you with us, horny person.
Thank you. You can call me Eskel in your name?
Laundry.
Ah, your laundry?
Yes, Laundry.
Laundry, alright. Interesting. Pleasure to meet you. Well, I've
If you
explained that
ever-
I'm an alchemist. What do you do?
I could teach you how to eat poisonous things, except for nettles. They're my only weakness.
I pull out like a small sort of notebook from my breast pocket. I'm wearing like a trench coat, and I write down laundry, weak to nettles. But I very blatantly spell your name like laundry.
Perfect.
One of the things that you might not notice, and Laundry would definitely not tell you, is he's also weak to logic.
I've never eaten logic before.
Yes, well.
I then put another point next to Laundry's name and put logic ? And then a question mark next to Laundry's name.
By the end of the day, the entire notebook is just question marks.
Yeah, it just looks like scribblings of the Joker pre-actual Joker.
Yeah.
Well, we must get going then.
And where is it that we're going? Your shed that you have, but apparently not a mansion.
No,
I see,
we're
like-
on a mission, and we definitely don't have a mansion.
Well, there's that, I suppose. Is she still pulling my cart for me?
Oh, definitely.
Oh,
That was possibly
She's doing her best.
all right. Then yeah, just like throw all the potions that are out of my cart into a box, lock it, and throw it in the back of my cart.
Laundry, you should probably ride upon the cart as well.
Very well, Bradley.
All 400 pounds of laundry gets up and
But yeah, what do you all look like?
I look like the picture that was just posted in the chat.
Okay, so that's you.
Yeah, but Brian, what do you look like in game? I think that's the important thing.
I take that as a compliment. Laundry has hair in the picture.
Oh. Doesn't he
In-game,
still not
he-
have hair?
You don't look like your Tinder profile.
In
I
game,
can
he
change
doesn't
that
have
with
much
a
hair.
potion.
Yeah, he definitely
Billy is a
does.
human. Sorry, go ahead.
Nope, you're good.
Billy is a human. She's wearing like these very stereotypical blue wizard robes, a cape that has stars on it. Her hair is half blue, half white, split down the middle. She's wearing a blue wizard's hat with stars hanging off of the hem or hanging off the brim, and she's carrying a staff. And she has a white squirrel on her hat, who's just kind of.
Gotcha.
Alleyway's a little girl with pigtails.
Oh
She's-
no, her hair
she's
is
Pippi
a fucking
Longstocking.
mess. Oh yeah, that's pretty much it. Just post a picture of Pippi Longstocking. We'll roll with it.
Fuck it, zero
Wait, I
effort,
did draw
let's
that
go.
picture of Allie.
Oh my god, yes. Nailed it.
Oh god.
Actually, that is kind of close to what her hair probably looks like. So if she just did her hair,
Fair
in the
enough.
pigtails, that'd probably be it.
I don't remember what Bradley looks like.
He's just kind of fancy.
He's a fancy boy.
He's old. That's all you need to know about him.
He started
Fair
as an
enough.
aspiring hip-hop artist, and then he slowly descended into madness.
Don't they all?
Don't they all?
Have you seen Kanye?
No, I made like a little thing of
Yeah.
bread. That's, I don't know, kind of him.
Ooh, he is a
Nice.
fancy boy.
Oh, well, with that out the way, so, Mr. Bradley, was it?
Yes.
What exactly is this mission of yours? Or, I guess, ours now?
Well, I'm not quite sure. We must meet with some dwarves to find out first, I guess.
Dwarves, how interesting. Dwarves are known to have gold, which is good for buying things, and potions are things. I'm ranting a little bit, aren't I?
Are you always so redundant?
Guess we'll have to find out.
Fuck.
Wink, wink.
All right, let's go.
Are you always so horny? And I'm going to reach out to touch one.
I give you a very disgruntled look, but I was like, yes, since birth.
Have you ever stabbed somebody with one of these?
No, that's more of a minotaur thing to do. I'm much more civilized, at least in regards to my horns.
Okay.
Quick question. We did decide to go to the dwarves first instead of dealing with the crops thing, or were we going to deal with the crops and then go to the dwarves?
I think we were gonna go to the dwarves and then do the crops on the way back.
Oh, yeah, because I think we were kind of hoping that maybe the dwarf thing was also the crop thing.
Mm-hmm.
All right, dope. Okay, I just wanted to triple check before I was just setting us on a way when we had kind of all decided upon.
Okay.
something
I
else.
forgot I was
All right,
supposed
cool,
to be
never
on the
mind.
cart, so I'm going to climb on the cart, and the whole thing will probably tip to one side until I get centered.
Oh, and then Allie climbs on top of Landre's back.
Are you guys on Eskel's cart or?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
Oh God. Okay, so Billy's just she's trying as hard as she can.
Oh, Allie can't let you struggle that much. Allie's gonna hop off, and she's gonna go up to Billy, and she's gonna say, "You know, I have some money now. Maybe we can buy like a mule or something."
Brad laughs from atop his horse.
What?
I didn't think that was funny. I wasn't saying a joke. I wasn't even being quirky.
No, I was laughing at Brad on the top of his horse.
Ah. Oh yes, I love that picture. It's my favorite picture.
Jeez Louise.
Okay, so she's just like, okay.
Yeah, let's go buy a pack mule.
I must admit I'm new to the city. I don't exactly know where to go for such a thing.
Oh,
We don't
wait.
have time to buy a pack mule when we already have one named Billyway.
Oh, Bradley, she can't pull this. Look at her arms. They're weak. Weak like
Well,
noodles.
they'll get stronger, won't they?
Probably not.
It'll be good for her. I used to pull potion carts 15 miles uphill.
Oh, you know
Billy
what's a
is
good
just
idea?
straight up about to fall over. She's
Maybe we can
trying
use
so
Bradley's
hard.
horse to pull the cart. That makes the most sense, I think.
El Presidente is not a cart-pulling horse.
I don't know. He has that look in his eyes.
Here, Billy, drink this. I'll toss her one of the potions.
Okay, and she will drink it. Without even a second fucking thought, because she trusts you. Oh, please don't destroy that.
6, 7. Can I have someone roll a d8 to see which one you chose?
It's an 8.
An 8. So you drank a potion of healing. Doesn't do much for you.
Your
Ow.
muscles feel a little rejuvenated, though.
It's like, oh, it's really nice.
And then Eskel goes, someone's going to reimburse me for that, right?
Oh, yes, definitely, laundry.
What's that
And
word?
You give me money.
Oh. White. Bradley, aren't these yours? I'll gesture to all the
No, they're
potions.
not. He's a private contractor. He did not join the party. He works for Billy.
Oh. I thought
I'll
everything
reimburse
was yours.
So I think technically Billy owes him.
I just sort of lean back a bit and say, I shall not involve myself in party politics. But I will get my gold.
You really should try Electrum. They're very nice.
If I had heard anyone else on any continent ever say that, I might believe you. But if you like them so much, it would just be criminal of me to take them from you, and so I shan't, as a token of gratitude to you, good sir.
That's very nice. Thank you.
Thank you.
Of course. Gold, however, of which I am still currently owed, is something I will take. Silence. Lovely. I shan't forget, pulls out his ledger, 50 gold from question mark, question mark, question mark.
Okay. She's trying so hard. Oh my god, I feel so bad. God. Even though I did this. God.
Even though I did this. Yeah.
Are there any hills coming up, Eric?
There are some hills outside of the city walls. You're almost there.
So I'm going to actually like get next to Billy and like start helping her, and I want to help her up to the top of a hill and then stop helping her.
Oh my god. Okay.
But as I'm helping her, don't worry, Billy. We all make mistakes from time to time. What's important is whether or not you learn from those mistakes. Now I'm going to go back to Signora Presidente for a moment, if you could just carry on with the pulling.
Okay. So, we hit the hill, and what happens, Eric?
Did you roll to hit the hill? What'd you get?
So
Yeah,
why don't you
Ooh.
roll an athletics check?
Shut up. You know,
Athletics?
Where'd that Brian joke's coming out of nowhere?
it's been a
2.
long day.
She's dead. That's it.
Now the card is pulling her.
Yeah, you're
Cease.
holding on for dear life as you're just being dragged through, like the just outside of town. Allie joined back up with your group right at the city gates. She now has a mule.
Yeah. She's leading a mule.
As it pulls her, she's going, "It's okay, guys."
Oh. Maybe I should return the mule.
Maybe I should.
She goes, Allie, is that a mule?
Certainly not a dog.
Bark, bark.
Oh, maybe it is a dog.
Bark, bark.
That's the sound mules make, right?
Party, I'd like to introduce you to new Billy. New Billy, Party. I'm assuming everyone will get along just fine. And she'll start setting up new Billy with the cart.
Eskel just has one hand on his face, and then the other one holding his elbow. Just like, what am I doing?
Okay, everything's fine. See, we're another thing handled by the Laundry Stocks Magnet Adventuring Guild. Yeah.
What's a
I
toast?
She'll look at-
suppose so.
Looks at Bradley for approval.
No, you did great, Billy. I'm quite impressed. I definitely got quite a bit of entertainment out of that, to say the least.
That's
Thank you.
a terrible
Pleasure to be
name.
of service.
And she bows.
Well, with your cart now hitched up and your new alchemist friend joining you, you officially depart from the grounds of Magnes, heading to the south to the Doruk mountain range, I believe.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hello. I'm just pulling up the map.
Oh, good.
Otherwise I'd be
Another
lost.
Eric map.
It's been in the chat the entire time, Brian.
It's
God
another
damn it, Brian.
good Eric map that we'll all understand.
I mean, it's
Filled
pinned.
with circles and stars and doodly bits.
I mean, it's pinned. So it'll be about a 2 days ride to the Dorheim Pass, which is the only way to get under the mountains that you are aware of.
Dahu Dorheim, Dahu Dorheim.
Oh, okay. So after a few hours of riding or walking, you come across a very barren stretch of land that kind of looks like it's been completely burned down. There's a thin layer of ash on the ground as if it was a morning frost. And there's a lone farmhouse off to the left.
How are we doing on supplies?
You pick supplies up at your house, right?
Yep.
At the
Yeah.
Knot Mansion.
The Knot Mansion, yeah. So yeah, you'd still have probably 4 or 5 days of rations left.
And I'm sorry, how long did you say we were riding?
You were riding for a couple of hours when you came to this.
Okay. Would it be long enough for a long rest or no?
No.
Okay.
Why do you need a long rest? You just started.
Yeah, no, but I can do stuff during them.
Oh.
It's been a
As an
long day.
alchemist. Exactly. Eskel
we-
is exhausted.
Do we really wear on people that much?
We are exhausting.
Well, in that case,
I mean, I don't mind.
we have literally no reason to stop at this farmhouse. We would just keep
Yeah.
going towards the Dahu Dorheim Pass.
Dahu
Okay.
Dorheim Pass. I like it.
Can you sing the song again, just real quick?
No, Brian. I can't.
But you're a bard. Okay. No.
Unacceptable.
It's not as good time. It's not as good that time. You know what I mean? We had a
Remix.
moment. Over.
Yeah, I just wanted to let you know that you're the last time you guys came down this way, there was like fields and fields of crops. That is entirely gone at this point.
Wow.
Do you think anyone still lives there? Maybe it's free real estate. Oh, this could be the mansion that we totally don't have.
I was gonna say, you do need a place to live.
We could turn it into like a bed and
Apparently.
breakfast.
We are in a hurry because either we're solving the issue with the crops or we're going to the dwarves. It's one or the other. If we're going to go there, we're wasting time.
They're just right over there. She points. I can
I
see
know
it.
you, Ellie. You're going to start poking and prodding at things, and next thing you know, it's going to be dark.
That's how the world works. That's how time works, Bradley. It gets dark eventually. I don't know what it has to do with me.
And Brad's going to start riding forward towards the mountains.
I know
He's
you too.
impossible. Oh, do you?
Ellie. You're one of my best friends.
Wow. Thank you.
You're my second best friend.
She immediately frowns. Who's your first?
Bradley.
Why?
Because he's the Archduchess.
You hear in the distance, Super Duchess!
Yes, that.
Oh. Did
Does
no one
Milky
tell
Way
you?
fall in on that?
On Laundry's best friend skill? Yeah, no, I want to know too.
Billy, you're my third and a half best friend.
And the squirrel is your third best friend.
You know me too.
Yeah, that's fair. That's really fair. I'm not even mad. Like that's just fair. Well, also fair. He's my first best friend, so she'll like tilt up her head and scrunch her nose at it, and the squirrel like audibly makes a displeased noise.
Could you describe the noise?
I don't know.
Come on.
Sort of
That's
like this
accident
weird
noise.
little
bit
like this little like hissing noise. I'd imagine.
A little
Do
bit of
squirrels
immersion
hiss?
would be great. Sure, they can. Why not?
Just goes like.
It throws an acorn at her face.
Great.
Okay. Brad, how long are you going to be riding ahead? Just until sunlight, or
Sundown.
sunset? Yeah.
Yeah, and then I'll break and make camp at that point.
Okay. So the rest of you, as you're the sun is starting to set, you'll notice that there is there is a new fire being lit, not too far from you.
Bicycle just goes, is that likely your leader, the Super Duchess?
Dadley? Probably. He likes setting fires.
I can build a fire.
Shall we just go join him by his?
Yeah, he loves us. Let's go.
That's good. And yes, let's.
Okay. So
Look what the cat dragged in.
I think he's a tiefling.
We have a cat.
Oh, Marty Paws. He's talking about you. And she like pets the cat on top of her head.
Oh, I actually forgot about that cat.
Yeah.
So did I.
Marty Puss.
I would like to mention that Chris mentioned Marty Paws when he was describing Alleyway
I know.
earlier this episode.
I super
I know.
didn't listen to him describe Alleyway.
I don't
There's
listen to myself either. So.
There's a cat in the drawing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how I knew there was a cat.
Yeah.
I also missed it in the description. Because I am a good boy.
So yeah, look what Marty Paws dragged in.
What was it?
It's you.
Us.
It's you, Harry.
Surprise, we're the present.
Pleasure
I
to see
think that you're just in an eternal purgatory, or that maybe you just did something in another life that deserves an eternal punishment.
I'm trying to escape that fate as best as I can, hence me concern with trying to get my gold.
Here's the problem, Eskel.
Hmm.
You ran from it and found yourself in it. And Brad's gonna motion to all of the people around us.
Trust you me, Super Duchess. I'm slowly but surely realizing that myself. And then I just
Harry,
gotta...
are you going to take a watch this evening?
Oh, sorry, Bradley, can't hear you. I'm busy doing stuff. Sorry. She just meanders away from his presence.
Can I make a dex check to try and grab onto her arm or something?
Sure.
I don't know what you want to have her roll against it, but I'm not trying to be violent about it. Just grab to make sure that she can't just fucking walk away like she normally does.
I guess just a standard grapple check.
So that's a natural 20. Plus my athletics would be 27.
I don't think I can beat that. So I'm not gonna try.
Well.
Harry, were you going somewhere? Perhaps to set up watch somewhere.
This is
Ellie,
quite
we
the
talked about
predicament.
this.
We did. I guess. She sighs.
If you take first watch, Harry, you weren't sleeping, so you didn't have to get awakened from a sleep. I figured it might be a little bit easier for you.
That's the worst one, outside of all the other ones.
Oh my god, Ellie.
Fine, I'll take
You have
first
never
watch. Are you
watched-
happy?
Thank you, Ellie! Thank you!
You're
This
welcome.
is a breakthrough!
She just mutters, "You've made a powerful enemy tonight."
Brad is going to cheerfully fix food for everybody. He is super fucking pumped on the fact that Allie is taking a watch. This is a big victory for him.
She eats it, and I'm sure it's good, but she keeps this stern, frowny face while she's eating it. But she secretly totally enjoys it.
pretending to be reluctant.
Yeah.
Oh, Allie, stop acting like someone pooped in your Cheerios.
What's a Cheerios?
Never mind.
Perhaps there's some sort of wonderful delicacy only meant for super duchesses.
They are quite good.
I was
Sugar.
right.
Little bit of goat's milk.
Fair enough. Perhaps one day I too will enjoy these Cheerios you speak of.
They're only for super duchesses.
Are you saying I will never reach that status someday?
That
Oh
can
my
be
dead
wrong.
body! And Brad will storm away.
How do you become a super duchess?
You kill Bradley.
Well, I wouldn't want to do that.
No, of course not. Of course you wouldn't, would you? Wink wonk. She gives you an
Wink
obvious wink.
How obvious is the wonk?
Well, considering she's saying it out loud, it's super obvious.
Gotcha.
Ali, if you want the title of Super Duchess, bring it on.
Well, I'm taking first watch, Bradley. Maybe I'll just cut you up in your sleep.
Please don't. I don't have the energy to bring someone back to life.
I'll
I'm not sure that's
also
a
be
potion
taking
for
first
that.
watch this evening, ladies and gentlemen. I just thought that should be announced, that's all.
She
Of
continues
course,
angrily
yes.
eating her food.
Okay. Well, you guys have your camp set up and tasty foods in your tum-tums. Why don't you, Bradley and Allie, roll me perception checks.
Brad is, as he's kind of walking the perimeter, he's going to whisper down to Allie, remember, Allie, you are a part of a team, and you may not like it, but you'll never be a Super Duchess. And he'll kind of hurry off.
She crosses her arms
Always
and yells out, "You're not my
watching."
dad! You can't tell me what to do!" But if you were my dad, it would help if you believed in me for once. And she stamps her
Oh
foot.
shit!
That doesn't sound like a dad to me.
Yikes.
So Allie and Brad perception checks.
Dude, I got a 6. I see shit.
I got a 13.
6, 13. Okay. Yeah, so Brad, you just looking out, you kind of find yourself like staring at the fields of ash that are kind of getting blown up into little mounds and then swirled around, and it reminds you a lot of the sands of the desert that you were just in. So you kind of just like end up zoning out looking at them, and then you have to like shake your head a little bit, but you don't notice anything out of the usual, I guess, other than your entire party, you know. Allie, you have to like you keep glancing over at the moon because you think you see like shifting shadows reminiscent of the last time that you took watch. And you keep getting this feeling that like you're being watched from somewhere, but like there's nothing in sight that could be watching you, so you don't know what that's about.
She keeps her cat close.
Who are you guys gonna wake up for second watch?
I'm gonna go and wake up Laundry. Wake up, you oaf!
Oh no. Bradley, I'm so sorry. I didn't have that dream again.
Laundry, make sure you wake up Billy for the next watch, not the new one. Do you understand?
If you'd like, I could go wake her up right now.
No! When your watch is over, wake up Billy, not the other one. Yes?
Sometimes, Bradley, I have a hard time remembering instructions. Maybe I should wake you up so you can do it.
Laundry, I'm going to stab you in your eye if you wake me up instead of Billy. You have one thing to remember for 4 hours. Billy, that's it.
Very well, Bradley. I will get up and go to my watch while mouthing, Billy, 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 Billy.
Okay. You fucking creep. So, Landre, roll a perception. Billy, roll me a perception at -10.
-5.
Okay.
Did you say -5?
She sees into a different dimension. She's
He
that
said it.
imperceptible of ours.
Said -10.
12.
12. Okay. So Billy, your dreams are filled with like past memories of people like shrieking your name anytime you do something wrong, or like trying to get your attention, trying to get you to like come over here, like it's just like one flashback to the next, just Billy, Billy, Billy. So you don't get a great night's sleep. Landre, while you're mumbling Billy's name, you start.
Eventually, it turns into a song.
Okay. You start fiddling with your comb, and you notice that.
Comb.
Yeah, you notice that there's actually 2 buttons on it, and when you press one in, it's not like the other one pops out, or anything. Like they can both be pressed at the same time. But since one of them is like by your thumb and the other one's on the backside, you've never like noticed that there's 2 before. Because they're kind of like the buttons are like inlaid to look like the eyes of like a snake that spirals around the handle.
Wow.
And as you're just kind of like fiddling and playing with it, you notice that if you press both buttons at the same time, the tines on your comb get really greasy.
I'm going to wipe it off on my pants.
Okay.
Gross. Billy, 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 Billy. I'm just going to keep pressing them.
Yeah.
I'm just going to keep pressing them and wiping them off of my pants until there's just like this nasty spot on my pants.
So that doesn't take long.
There sure is a lot of grease in this comb.
You want to roll an Arcana check, maybe?
7 minus 2, 5.
5. Yeah, there sure is a lot of grease in that comb. But then you remember that everyone who had them had like slicked back hairdos, so maybe it's like residue from them still. Who knows?
Gross. I'm going to wipe it off of my pants some more.
Okay. But your watch comes to a peaceful end. Other than your now grease-laden pants.
I'm gonna sing the Billy song over to Bradley. I'll shake him awake.
I am going to.
Stab him in
I'm going to kick Laundry as hard as I can in the groin as soon as I get up. Like, I'm not going to say anything. I'm just going to slowly rise, walk over, kind of put my hands on his shoulders, and just fucking kick as hard as I possibly can.
Roll attack.
All right.
As he's walking up to me, I'm gonna say, "Good news, Bradley."
So would I add strength to that?
Yeah.
Proficiency?
Yes. Yeah. Why not?
All right. So that'll be 17.
Laundry, does that hit your AC?
No. I'm wearing my full plate armor. Codpiece included.
Clang.
Laundry, what did I say to you?
I guess we did establish that it's chainmail. Good news, Bradley. I remembered what you said to me, and I've been mentioning Billy myself the whole time. I haven't forgotten.
I'm gonna try and kick him in the groin again. That one's 22.
I feel like maybe you're lying about your dice, but that's a hit.
Be unarmed plus strength. So is that 1 plus your strength?
I don't think I can even do actual damage if I'm not trained, right?
I think you do.
Subdual? Don't you have to be a monk to do actual damage?
I think you can do 1 damage with an unarmed attack.
Then it would be, I think my mod for strength is +2. No, +1. So it'd just be 2 damage.
1 for each.
Why? Laundry, you take 2 ball damage. Your voice
And
is
then I'm
now
gonna go over
equally
to the
as high
tree
as
that-
Brian's.
I'm going to go over to the tree that Billy is in and climb up there and awaken her for her watch and go, "Your fucking turn!" and go to...
She's in a hole in the ground, just like you told her to be.
Oh, okay, never mind. I'm going to go to the hole next to the tree and wake up Billy and go, "Your fucking turn!" and go back to my bedroll.
What did I do?
Landre is gonna fall asleep in the fetal position in all of his armor.
Of course you are.
He walks over and sets the squirrel down on him.
Eskel, now awake due to all the noise, is starting to understand why the party is, as Bradley had mentioned, completely manic.
Do you want to take a watch with Billy?
Sure, why not? I will still take my chest with me and sit on it, though.
Okay. The 2 of you roll perception checks.
14.
Ain't gonna be good. I was right. 5.
At least it's positive.
It's true.
So, Eskel, you notice that it's like really quiet, as if there's like no wildlife in the area. And then you're like, oh, right, there's also no like plants around. So I guess not that surprising. Um, Billy, you just have a hard time shaking those dreams from your mind. Um, and you're kind of just in your own head, thankful that you're going to the dwarves and not the hags at the very least.
Okay, I will, if I can. Is it possible to both like keep watch and cast a spell at the same time? Yeah, she's gonna
Yeah.
the find familiar thing if she can.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
All right, and I will also roll for my 2 random potions.
Well, my does my familiar or does this count as a spell slot before the rest or after? I'm assuming after. I took the last watch.
I'll just count it as before. That's fine.
Okay. So she now has. I'm gonna summon him as a. I think he's an
Is what?
owl this time again.
Okay. Um. Yeah, you see one of the little piles of ash kind of give a shake, and an owl hops out of it, and it just like flies over to you and gives a little hoot, nibbles at your hat a little bit.
Friend.
I fly my homunculus falcon over, and then say, "Look, now we both have birds."
Yes, we do.
And then I'm going to have my bird just fly around and see if he sees anything.
Does it have a? Yeah, it has a perception
Yeah.
stat, right? Yeah, you can have that.
Also 14.
Okay. It lets out like it comes back to you and lands on you, but then it lets out a little bit of a screech and like ruffles its wings.
Gotcha.
I don't know what a mechanical falcon is going to sound like, and I'm not going to attempt it.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, that's a good enough noise.
Actually, just sounds like dubstep noises, but okay.
So yeah, as morning comes, you've got about a little over a day's journey before you get to the pass. And as you're heading south, you continue to notice that the crops are a lot of the fields further south aren't burned down. But it does look like they've pretty much been like fully like raised and retilled already. Even though it's like November and normally farmers wouldn't be grinding up that early. But that's where we will leave it for the night. I would say coming up to the pass is where we'll hop in next week.
All right.
Nice.
Hella.
Yeet.
Well,
Oh.
sorry, Fabled, that you decided to join this campaign.
It's okay. I think the biggest disappointment of the night so far is the fact that I missed your entrance, and so I didn't get to call you. And I was told to say this. This is word of mouth hearsay, but a dumb motherfucking piece of shitballs.
Not bad.
You'll never guess who told me to talk to you like that.
Honestly, it could
Because
have been anyone
everyone
here.
would. Exactly.
Wow.
Well, on that note, you guys have a great rest of your night. I'm gonna head out.
Goodbye
Later.
forever.
Night, Tim.
Hey,
Good night, everyone who's not Brian.